Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be covering several GeoGuessr tips for the Nordic countries. And if you don't know what the Nordic countries include, they are Finland, Norway, Iceland, Sweden, and Denmark, as well as several territories like the Faroe Islands and Greenland. Starting off with the easiest of these locations, we have the Faroe Islands. And just by looking at this landscape, you can tell it's quite distinct. If you're new to the game, you might get the Faroe Islands confused with Iceland, and that's perfectly fine. But if we look down at this car, we'll notice that there's roof racks, or sidebars, and Iceland doesn't have these. So with this landscape and these bars, it's definitely going to be the Faroe Islands. Next up we have Greenland, and Greenland also has a pretty distinct car. In some cities, you're gonna have the mirrors unblurred, and you can see parts of the car, kind of like in Kyrgyzstan or Uganda. And also, the geography is very rocky, and there's gonna be a lot of snow. It's not completely uncommon to get some weird coverages in Greenland. Here we have this, as well as there's also a lot of boat coverage in Greenland. So if you see the boat with all these icebergs around, you're definitely gonna be in Greenland. Finishing off all the Danish territories, we have Denmark. Denmark is definitely one of the easier countries to get. We have these short dashed road lines on the side, and these are quite common in Denmark, as well as these thick plastic bollards with this yellow on it. Belgian bollards also look similar to this, but they're wood and they're a bit rounder at the top. Also in Denmark, you're gonna have signs like these that have a metal border around them and often end with VEJ. If you see this, then it's definitely going to be Denmark. Next we have Sweden, which often has these long dash road lines on the side, as well as this very vivid Gen 4 coverage. Also in Sweden, you're going to have these yellow signs with this thick red border around them. Moving on to another territory, I believe this is the territory of Finland, the Åland Islands, and these often have this tinted red road with the Swedish lines on the side, and you're also going to have this Gen 2 coverage. Next we have Norway. Norwegian license plates are pretty distinct. They are green with a blue strip on the side, as well as the signs in Norway. They're going to be white with a thick red border around them, and most Nordic countries have yellow inside of them. Finally, Norwegian landscapes are pretty distinct as they're quite mountainous, rocky, and have lots of trees. And you're also going to have this Gen 4 coverage as well. Moving on to Finland, I find the biggest distinguisher between Finland and Sweden is the road lines. Obviously, Sweden had the dashed road lines on the outside. In Finland, you're going to have these doubled up road lines with the white dashes and yellow solid lines. If you can't tell if it's Sweden or Finland, these road lines are going to really help you out. Probably the biggest distinguisher between Finland and Sweden is going to be these road signs. Finland has these white signs, but the words are almost always going to end in TIE. That is only found in Finland. Some other notable things in Finland are these crosswalk signs. They have 5 bars on them, whereas Sweden only has 4. And you're going to have also yellow signs, but there's also going to be a thin yellow border around the red border. Finally, we have Iceland. Iceland bollards are these yellow ones with white stripes on them. And you're also going to have this very unique geography with these grassy hills and almost no trees, but there's not going to be a roof rack on them, which is how you tell Iceland and the Faroe Islands apart. If you're in a more urban area in Iceland, the best way that you know you're in Iceland is going to be the license plates, which don't actually feature a blue strip on the side. Hopefully you learned something from this video. If you did, please leave a like. I'm also going to be leaving this map in the description. If I got anything wrong, please correct me. If you want to see more tips videos like this in the future, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.